My guest at this time is the lead singer of the rock band EarlyRise. Her name is Orly. She's joining me right now. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Kenny?
I'm doing real good. How are you?
I'm pretty good myself.
Thank you for being our guest tonight.
Well, thanks for having me.
So, let's start off with this. Why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about yourself? Talk about the band EarlyRise and how did they got started.
Well, Roz is our guitar player and producer. We started working together about a little over 2 years ago. I was actually playing in a different band at the time, and I kind of by coincidence just stumbled upon a message that Roz posted in this local musicians forum, saying he was a producer and wants to start a new rock band, and he was looking for people who are serious, and want to make music as a career and not just as a hobby. And at the time, that sounded more or less like what I was looking for. So we met up in his studio, and we just kind of musically, we immediately clicked. We started writing music together. The rest of the guys joined us a bit later on in the game. Adam, Dima, and Itamar. And we released our debut album about 6 months ago. And that's it. The rest is history.
So, how would you describe the band's music? I know y'all do a lot of rock music, but how would you best describe EarlyRise music?
Well, it's hard to point the finger. It's not just one style. It's not like we have one influence. We kind of all brought our different influences to the table, and started writing music together. I mean, we didn't really know in advance what our music is going to sound like. We just wrote music. We were influenced by a lot of different bands and singers. So again, it's hard for me to just name one.
Speaking of influences, who do you consider as influences for the band?
Well, again, we have a lot of influences. Me personally, mostly influenced by metal and rock bands. Like, I would say my favorite bands are probably Tool, A Perfect Circle, Mastodon, Pantera, Metallica. But that's just me. I can't speak for the rest of the guys. But what makes our music special, I think at least, is that we kind of put our influences into it, and it's a mixture of rock and pop and electronic music. So that's about it.
For those who just joining us over at chillingbroadcasting.com and itmiradio.com and Football Club 69 Room, this is Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C. We are live. We are joined with Willie, the lead singer of the rock band EarlyRise. Thank you everyone for listening to us tonight. Now, let me ask you this. You got some music in the works? Any new music?
Um, yeah, I mean, we're constantly working on new material. Also rehearsing, polishing our act for upcoming gigs. Right now, we're actually working on a cover, but I can't tell what song it is. It's a surprise.
And here's something that's really cool. You got a Facebook fan page for the band, and you can like the fan page, and you can download 4 songs from their previous album for free. Uh, and
Oh, and that's our current album, yes, our debut album.
I want you to tell the listeners the link.
I'm sorry?
Why don't you tell the listeners the link, the Facebook link?
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Yeah, the Facebook link.
Oh, it's Early Rise. It's, go to facebook.com, it's Early Rise.
Check it out. You can like the fan page, and then you can download the 4 songs for absolutely free. Check them out. So, do you have any scheduled performances or tour and anything else in the works?
Yeah, we have a few shows scheduled for the next couple months. As far as touring, not yet, but just stay posted on our Facebook page. We'll update you as soon as we schedule a tour.
So let me ask you this. What's your thoughts on the state of rock music right now? What do you think about the bands that's out there right now on mainstream radio? Um, what's your take on the state of rock music right now?
Well, unfortunately, rock music, I mean, as far as I see it at least, rock music isn't as popular as it used to be. But hopefully that's going to change soon. Most of what you see here on the radio right now is, pop and hip-hop, but we're hoping to bring rock music back into being mainstream music.
Now, there's not a whole lot of bands with females as the lead singer. I get it that it's mostly male-dominated genre, but there are some females that are a lead singer of a band, like Evanescence, like No Doubt. What's your take on some of artists like Gwen Stefani and Amy Lee, being the females of a band, mostly male?
Well, again, I think that's also something that's changing. It used to be that rock bands only had male singers, male vocalists. The past few years, you've seen Paramore and Flyleaf and Evanescence, so it seems like that's changing. There are more and more bands, rock bands with female vocalists. I think that's great. It's something new, something fresh, and there's no reason why a female shouldn't be part of a rock band. I think it's great. It just, it brings something new into rock music. And that's what we do. We kind of combine, melodic music together with hard rock. And the result, I think, is different. It's unique.
So let me ask you this: if EarlyRise, the band, if you all can collaborate with anybody for any genre of music, anyone dead or alive, what would the dream collaboration for EarlyRise would be? What would be like the one? What would be? What would be the? What would be that dream collaboration? Who would EarlyRise, or especially yourself, would love to do a song with?
Well, I can only speak for myself. That's a hard question. There are a lot of musicians I really appreciate. I would love to work with. But I guess one of my biggest inspirations and one of the people I would most like to collaborate with is probably Alice in Chains' lead singer, Rainey Staley. For me at least.
Again, check them out. The name of the band, EarlyRise. Check out their Facebook fan page, facebook.com/EarlyRise. And like their fan page, and you can download 4 songs from their debut album for absolutely free, no charge. And I'm assuming you can hear the rest of their songs on iTunes, correct?
Yes, we are available on iTunes.
So check it out, EarlyRise, the name of the band. The lead singer, Orly, joining us here on Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C. Let me ask you this, and this is like a question I ask a lot of people. What would your advice be to anyone out there that wants to get into the music industry, that wants to start getting themselves out there, whether it's a band or a solo artist? What would your advice be?
Well, if making music is your dream, first and foremost, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what you're doing, and you have to be strong. It's almost impossible to pursue a music career without occasionally getting, unmotivating comments and coming across people who don't really have faith in you. And that can easily make you doubt yourself. You have to be strong. You have to believe in yourself. I know that you always have a chance to make it big. All you have to do is work hard, believe in yourself, and surround yourself with friends and family who support you, all along the way.
All right. Now, oh Willie, before I let you go and end this interview, let me. I want to ask you to do this. This is kind of like a station IDs, like a voice drop. All you have to do is say your name, and right after you say your name, you say you are chilling with Jeff and Kenny C. I would count to three. You go ahead and say it. Just say your name, and right after you say your name, you say you are chilling with Jeff and Kenny C.
No problem.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, this is Orly from EarlyRise, and you're chilling with Jeff and Kenny C.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time. Not sure if you noticed.
So much for having us.
Thank you so much. And I just made a music station 24/7. And for the 4 songs I already have, I'll be happy to add them to the music station.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for your time. Best of success to you and the band. Tell the band I said hello. And you have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.